So I've been waiting for this product to arrive at my doorstep. There was a slight delay in the logistics, but it's finally here. So these are the new eye paints from Persona Cosmetics. You already know that I love Persona as a brand. It is a small business. It's owned and operated, founded, all that good stuff by Sona Gasparian. She is a makeup artist based in LA, and these are their foray into liquid eyeshadows. I will be doing an application. I'll do like a whole wear day test. That way you can see how it wears and if it creases throughout the day and all that good stuff. So definitely stick around. Let's get right into it. I've already done most of my makeup except for my eyes because the star of today's review are the new eye paints from Persona. These are a liquid eyeshadow. They are vegan, they're cruelty-free, they're supposed to be crease-proof, they're supposed to be water-resistant. So they each retail for $22. I'm not sure if they're going to be sold at Ulta just yet. They haven't announced a date yet, but a lot of Persona's other products are sold at Ulta, so I imagine they will eventually make their way there. But I bought them directly from the website, and I did buy the trio, so when you buy the trio, it's $56, so you save $10 if you want all the shades anyways. And it did say that Pony, this pink shade inspired by their best-selling blush in the shade Bubble, is limited edition, so I don't know if that means that they'll restock it once they run out. So if you've had your eye on that one, definitely go pick it up before it sells out. I really wanted to get all three, and I will do swatches on my eyes today. We're gonna go in with Pony and Oro. I really love Oro. Oro is kind of like a gold one, and then there's like a bronze one, which is the shade Belle, and then Pony. So I did try these two yesterday just to kind of see how they go on and everything, and so far I really like these. I will also do a wear test because I have oily eyelids and I kind of want to see like how these wear throughout the day. So I'll do a check-in. Right now it's 12:13, so I will do a check-in at the end of the day. I'm actually going to prep this eyelid. Right now I just have some concealer on, but I'm going to prep it with some setting powder just to like have a very dry base as possible on this eye. And then this eye, I'm just going to let it be. I won't add any powder. That way we can see the longevity of these. I'm going to go on with this brush just to get some powder on. My right eye is set with some setting powder. We'll let that sit for a second and let's go in. I will talk about these very briefly. Up first we have Oro. This is touted as a warm metallic amber gold. Belle, which is a warm metallic bronze. And then Pony, which is a cool metallic baby pink. It's a flexible formula that melts into the eyelids without creasing. It blends seamlessly with fingers or a brush, and it's quick drying and long lasting. I do think that they are very quick drying, and I appreciate that they're not too wet of a formula. So far I've only kind of blended them out with a brush just because I think fingers are messy, but I will do both so just we can see how it plays with using fingers or a brush. Let's go in with Oro. I love the packaging. It's like a little test tube, but you can see like it's a very soft doe foot applicator, and the product really isn't too runny at all. It has a very slight scent. Hard for me to describe it. It's not like a floral scent, you know, these are obviously like fragrance free and things like that, but let's go in and go. These are multi-dimensional liquid eyeshadows with a silky smooth glide, a quick drying formula that melts seamlessly onto the eyes for an ethereal shine that lasts all day and night. So of course I do have monolids, so when I open my eyes it kind of goes back into the eye fold. You still see some when my eye is open, and I obviously will go in with Pony more like on the actual eyelid itself so that you can like see it, but let's kind of go in with my ring finger and dab this out. Some of the benefits: they are buildable without fallout or flaking. I actually don't want to move around too much because I actually really like how I placed it. This one I'm going to blend out with a brush. I'm just going to use this one. It's a little bit more dense. These are really quick drying, but as you can see, I still had a little bit of time to maneuver it. I honestly think I placed this one pretty well, so I didn't have to do too much. And then this side, I just wanted to like clean up the edges a bit, but it's so beautiful. Oro, I think, is that perfect shade for every day. I'm a big shimmer person, so I love a metallic shimmer eyeshadow. I love a one and done. I love a liquid eyeshadow. I've tried a few different liquid eyeshadows in the past, like from like Stila and stuff like that, but they were always like so patchy when you apply it, or just like the chunks of glitter were too big. So I'm just so excited that Persona launched this because I know that anytime Sona, you know, launches a new product, she does it very mindfully. Now that we've done that, let's go in with Pony. I have yet to use Pony. It's so beautiful. I actually haven't used the shade Bubble, but I've used a lot of their other blush shades, but this is just so pretty. I am obsessed. Ooh, look at that shine. So there's not a ton of product on here, and I typically do wipe it off a little, but as you can see on this eye, we're running out of product, so I do need to go in a little bit and get a little bit more. I personally prefer that. I would rather have to go in and get more product on the doe foot applicator than be saturated with too much product. I am so sorry my light went out. I use like that Alex Earl light. So sorry, I'm still filming in front of a window, but I know the lighting isn't like amazing, but just bear with me. So let's go ahead and blend this out. I feel like Pony is setting a little bit quicker. Let's just try to... Okay, Pony set way quicker than I was expecting it to. It's surprisingly patchy, just like based on like how I applied Oro so seamlessly. Pony is like weirdly patchy. Let me just go in with a little bit, see if it picked up a little bit more product. Yeah, see, that's like more what I was expecting. I think it just really depends on like how much product you get when you dip it in. That's pretty good. We're just gonna work with that. It doesn't look that bad. It is a little bit patchier, but like from far away, I think it still looks really nice. I did use Belle very briefly yesterday. It's definitely like more bronzy, so I think it'd be really good like in the place like where Oro is. So either going with like Oro or Belle. Together, you can't really tell a big difference. I will insert some like B-roll later on with like swatches on my hands in direct sunlight so you can kind of see the difference. But so far, my favorite shade is definitely Oro. Which is funny because I really thought Pony was gonna be my favorite shade because I'm obsessed with like pinky eyeshadows and stuff like that. Let's apply some mascara. I think it does look really, really nice though. So I'm not mad at how it turned out, even though we struggled a little bit applying Pony, but I think it still looks really good. Let's talk about the eye paints. I really do love Persona. I don't think you need to buy the trio. If you were just wanting like an everyday color, just go for Belle or Oro. I think they're gonna be both flattering just like on any like skin tone. If you have like a warm tone, cool tone, neutral undertone. I personally have a neutral undertone. I have yet to play with these with like other eyeshadow products and things like that. So I'd be kind of curious like if you use like an eyeshadow and then like apply these as like a topper. I feel like that might look really nice. So I'll continue playing with these, but first impressions, I do really like these. They're definitely like better than some of the liquid eyeshadows I've tried. I think it's just a little hard. The way that the packaging is, it's hard to kind of like see how much product you're scooping up because I worry that sometimes you accidentally get too much on the applicator and then sometimes you don't get enough, as you saw like when I was applying Pony on my left eyelid. But I feel like that's just like such a give and take. I think $22 is a really good price point. I feel like they're super travel friendly. I don't feel like they're gonna leak anywhere because they're not like super liquidy, which I super appreciate. That's kind of like my thoughts right now. This is just my first impression thoughts of using these for a couple of times now. I will probably share an update on Instagram. You can just follow me, Miss Libby Audrey, on Instagram, and that's where I'll share like I guess like a final update as I've used these for like a couple of weeks to let you know my final thoughts. For now, I do really like them. Okay, I'm back. Don't worry, I am wearing a bralette. It is 9:17 and I just want to do my check-in. This is what the eye makeup looks like. So this eyelid I did set with some setting powder. I think that, so looking closely, yes, I can still see both shades on there. I feel like it did hold up pretty well considering I had it on for about 9 hours, so I feel like it's a long time to wear makeup, especially eye makeup in general. I don't think it's smudged. This smudging is like from my mascara. And I don't think there's any fallout on my face. I'll show you the swatches that I took. So there really isn't any fallout. I suspect that these will wash off with like an oil-based cleanser or something like that, though. I tend to use like a cleansing balm, so I feel like that's how I'll get the swatches off my arm, and same for removing them on my eyelids. Yeah, I'd say longevity wise, yeah, these last 4 hours and you don't have to worry about them. As for like crease proof, let me check the mirror. Actually, it's pretty crease proof. With all things considering, I have really naturally oily eyelids. I use a lot of skincare products like underneath my makeup and everything, so even this eye that doesn't have any setting powder as the base, just the concealer dried down, looks really good. I don't really see like any obvious creasing. All I'm really noticing is that like patchiness from Pony earlier. I'm very impressed with longevity and the wear of these eye paints. Like I said, I'll continue to keep using them and let you know like my final thoughts on Instagram. So far, to wrap up this first impression of the Persona eye paints, I really like them. I do wonder if they will like come out with more shades, if these tend to be like a bestseller or anything like that. I would personally love like a purple shade if it's like more pigmented like Oro and Belle are. I think I'll keep using Pony and just like make sure like when I'm trying to get the product out, I go in just a little bit more heavy-handed to make sure I'm getting more product rather than less product. I really appreciate that it lasts all day, because a lot of times when I do my eye makeup and it's just like with like eyeshadow or whatever, it doesn't last more than a few hours because it just wipes away on my eyelids. So really like these so far. So definitely, if you're interested, go check them out. I will leave my referral link in the description box. That's it for my first impressions of the Persona eye paints. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if there are any other new launches that you want me to review, or just any brands in general. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye friends!